Today, we go back to August of 2015, far before, you know, the chimps of today was a thing. I was much more mild, much more subdued. Who am I fucking kidding? I was still the same. What's going on, everybody? It is Chimso here, and today I'm going to be showing you why you should be using Aftershock on Singe. It's probably the best Keystone rune at the moment. It synergizes with him very well, especially in the laning phase, and especially against fighters like Riven. And, well, I'm going to show you that by making this Riven AFK in this rank game. So, as you don't know, the most popular video on my channel is actually a video of the exact same thing, me making a Riven AFK. It wasn't a very good video, it was back in 2015, it was one of my earlier videos, but yeah, I mean, the salt mine of the comments there is still fun to go back and read every now and again, so go check that out if you like, but yeah, it's not that good of a video. You can just watch this one instead and be entertained. So, what am I going to be running? Well, oh, I forgot to put the runes up on the screen before I did this recording, but I should have them up on the screen after the editing is done. But yeah, running Aftershock, standard Aftershock page pretty much, but the one different thing that I'm doing is I'm running Demolish instead of the Tenacity Mastery. I just like this Mastery more now. I like Demolish. It actually gives me tower pushing pressure. Now, obviously, if the enemy team's like fucking Rammus, Lysandra top, Morgana mid, Caitlyn ADC, and fucking Leona support, I'm running Unflinching, obviously. But, you know, just normal, everyday games without a million sources of CC, I just prefer to run Aftershock. You know, you build Rylas and Leandries, you get some health for it to scale on, and just destroy towers. You actually have tower pushing pressure. So early on here, I don't want to be aggressive on Riven. Singe doesn't do very well in level 1 trades. He does well in level 2 trades, but not level 1 trades. Before he has his fling, is very weak, especially against a Riven. She massively outdamages you. So as you can see, I'm just keeping a nice, respectable distance here, just being cool. Don't need a proxy. Didn't need to go for a level 1 proxy. You know, as long as you don't play the lane very poorly, you shouldn't die to Riven. But she does have Ignite here. I have to give deference to that. Yeah, as you can see, her level 1 trading is superior. But she's going to make a critical mistake here. So she hits level 2. Gets a 7th creep, hits level 2. I'm also going to hit level 2 on the 7th creep, obviously. But Riven decides she's going to go aggressive right here. And I hit level 2 off the creep, I fling, and yeah, I'm just going to go after her right here. Pop Ghost, chase her down. Sort of... If I got the Skull to attack here, she would have died, but I lost vision of her when she went in the bush. Fortunately, Warwick is coming up, and we managed to kill her. And he's also going to suicide for the Shyvana, which isn't as bad as it seems, really. You know, they both lose double buffs. No one gets double buffs. And Warwick gets 2 kills, and I get an assist. So technically it was worth it. I thought it was a bit aggressive, but hey, whatever. Riven going to TP back in. I'm just going to run away. So yeah, her mistake there was... Like, yeah, I was still level 1, but she should know that once I get that 7th creep, I'm going to be level 2. And of course, as soon as I hit level 2, I just snap level up my E and fling her onto tower. So, yeah, once she takes a tower shot, you just pop Ghost and run her down. Now, I pick up a second Dark Seal here. What I wanted to do going into this game was just rush a Ninja Tabi. It's really good against Riven and Shyvana. It's also pretty good against Varus, but, you know, they do have a lot of... They have hybrid damage. Akali and Varus both do, like, sort of hybrid magic damage. Varus does a lot of magic damage, but Ninja Tabi is still the best option here, in my opinion. Their CC isn't insane, but mainly against Riven and Shyvana, it's pretty damn good. They have a lot of hybrid magic and AD damage, actually. Shyvana, Varus, Akali, fucking hell. But yeah, I did want to rush Ninja Tabi, but because I got a kill on Riven, well, assist on Riven, I got 2 assists early on. So that's basically a kill, 2 assists. 300 gold. So I just decided to go for another Dark Seal, and as you can see here, this is why I decided to do that. She also came back with a longsword, so she went for a damage item, but you know, she's on her base AP. And Aftershock there means I just take very little damage on her return. See, I'm right back up to full health. I don't have Aftershock there, so you see I take quite a bit more damage. But, you know, Aftershock is just bonkers. Like, level 1, that thing will give you 70 armor and MR when you fling. Obviously, you're not going to be flinging level 1, but you know what I mean. It scales up on level from 70 to 120, I think. And here, this is all Aftershock. I have Aftershock there to tank the tower. Without Aftershock there, I would have died. Quite simply. I went up to like 120 armor, because like 126 armor. I tanked the tower shot with that armor, and I tank Riven's entire combo with that armor. And yeah, the Aftershock damage helped kill her. Just, that's why you run Aftershock on Singed nowadays. Like, I can't really see any argument for running anything else after it got buffed. Like, yeah, before it got buffed, I could definitely see the argument, like, yeah, run Inspiration. I was making that argument. I liked running Inspiration. But now it's just like, this is just too good. You want to take this. But yeah, another misplay by her, sort of. I mean, yeah, maybe she just thought, like, she underestimated her damage, I guess, because she didn't expect Aftershock to make me that tanky, but she should know I have it, and she should know what it does by now, so... Pretty simple kill on her, and as you can see, I just buy a blasting one. Now here, I'm going to make a mistake. See, she levels up to level 5 here. I'm like, holy shit, I'm level 4. She's just hit level 5. She's going to get a bunch more CS here. She's going to hit level 6 before I do, so I need to be a bit more careful. But I'm going to get greedy, I'm going to do something stupid, I'm going to get drunk on my own success. And I'm going to end up dying to her here. But it's not really going to matter. You know, you're Singe, you can survive dying early on. The bad thing is, you know, you can always still farm on Singe, you just don't want to feed... sorry, you just don't want to feed people because then they destroy your team. But in this case, you know, me having 2 kills on Riven, or 1 kill and 2 assists on Riven, and her only having 1 kill against me, doesn't really change things. I'm still ahead. Though she is ahead on CS. So, I've got the lane frozen here. I just wanted to push into me so I can try and fling her under tower again. That's my goal. Don't want to let the minion wave get too stacked up, but fortunately she's body blocking it. And here, I fling her under tower, I'm like, perfect, I'm going to go for her now. But yeah, I don't have my ult, and for some reason my poison is off, because I'm a retard. But yeah, no ultimate here means that I'm going to die to her damage. So yeah, that's just fucking done by me. She had the level on me, she had her ultimate. Yeah. Do as I say, not as I do. Don't go for that there. Yeah, fling her into tower there, into poison would have been just fine. Back off, wait for my ult, try and keep the wave frozen, and just do it again. Or force her out of lane. But yeah, that wasn't too good. Go back and buy boots now. A little bit of movement speed in the lane. Shyvana's not really bothering me, so... Not too worried about being ganked by her, but I do have wards up just in case. Got that pink ward in the river. And both Riven and my CS is just horrible. Though she does have 15 on me. You know, we're just doing so much fighting that the CSing is sort of taking a back seat, but I'm going to catch back up pretty easily. Go up to this tower. I want to try and get an Aftershock. Not Aftershock. I'm gonna confuse Aftershock and Demolish quite a bit. Better get used to it. Just get a Demolish proc off on it. So for those of you who don't know how Demolish works, basically it'll make your next auto attack. It charges up around the tower like that. And once it's fully charged up around the tower, your next auto attack will deal 30% of your maximum health as damage to the tower. So yeah, if you're building a lot of health, it's pretty good. Now here, I fling Riven, I harass her, pop my ult here because Warwick is nearby, as you can see him there, going for the enemy blue buff. So I think, hey, maybe we can dive, so I pop my ult. Maybe a bit premature, but I'm still just going to use the resistances from my ult to fight her here. Don't have Aftershock up here, and that's why I take quite a bit of damage there. Aftershock was still down from the first fling. You do want to play around that cooldown a bit. But here, Warwick's coming, I fling her again. Fling, Scarlet attack, and yeah, she has to flash away, and her flash is down. She does use the cancer stopwatch. I would have loved to have dropped a W there to help Warwick out, but I was just out of mana, so I used what tiny bit I had left to push the wave in. And yeah, another kill on her. Warwick is going for the tower here. I ping him back here. I don't care about him taking my CS, I just ping him back because Shyvana could come out of nowhere and kill him, so... Better not risk that. I'm going to take that tower down anyways, eventually, so... But yeah, very aggressive start here against a Riven. This is normally something I wouldn't do, you know, I normally wouldn't go for a second Dark Seal. I'd probably just go... Corrupting Potion into Ninja Tabi and then build my Leandries. But because I got that early lead on her, because we got that early kill, I decided I could snowball that a little bit. And I sort of fucked it up a tiny bit, but we're back on the train now. The train is back on the track, so we're going to be good. Good wards here. I got the pink in the river and the Tri-Brush warded, so I'm pretty safe here. Besides, like, Shyvana coming to gank me, like, there's not really much Shyvana can do. She just has to sort of run at you, and... You know, ult and ghost can just get you out of that gank very easily. The worst thing to worry about here is being bursted down by, you know, the Riven damage. But I've got Ninja Tabi, and as you can see, I'm playing careful. And there's the wards right there. Just gotta back off. This is gonna kill my pink ward, so I'm gonna go put another ward down. Ping that she's coming to mid lane. By the way, the Jarvan for mid to... I don't know if that's a counter pick to Akali, but he did pick after her, so... And he does pretty well, so I'm gonna guess it is sort of a counter pick. But yeah, once again, hello eBay, how you doing? Just playing very, very safe here. letting her push into me, that's fine. I'm going to get this farm. It's going to come into me. I stopped right there just so the poison doesn't go on the back creeps. Because I want to keep some creeps alive here to do a freeze. As you can see, I'm just going to set up here in front of my tower. She tries to go for CS. I'm going to try and fling her into the tower. And she's very open to being ganked here. So, this is just a great spot to put a melee matchup like Riven or Aurelia into. Just keep them here, and if they go for CS or they try and get aggressive on you, you can just fling them into tower. So here, I'm like, she's going to try and go for the cannon. So when she moves in, I'm going to W near the cannon creep, which stops her movement, and fling her straight into the tower. Going to pop ult and ghost and just go for her here. Poison herself again. Oops. Trying to micromanage my poison, I often try to turn it off. I often turn it off so it's bad. But, I mean, it's not going to matter. Fling her back into the tower there so she takes another tower shot and just kill her. Aftershock there, tanking so much of the damage. And just making things go very, very well for me. Push it in now. Once again, like, this is just basically knowing that I can snowball the lane by building AP. Because, basically, I'm building full damage, but so is she. You know, she, like, what she probably should have done here was just, as soon as she died the first time, be like, right, I'll just grab a Hex Drinker. I probably wouldn't have been able to kill her if she grabbed a Hex Drinker. And, I mean, well, it's not that amazing against our team, I guess. But still, just a Hex Drinker for me when I'm freezing in front of tower and you want to be safe it is good. You know, if you get behind early on Riven, especially if I'm building AP. But, yeah, she doesn't do that. I decide to go and get one Demolish proc off on that tower just because my team was going for Dragon, and my logic was, okay, I'm going to just see if I can draw Shyvana up here so that they can get that Dragon for free, but Shyvana was just doing the Dragon anyways, so I get the Aftershock proc and run back to lane. Had to sell my refillable potion there because I wanted to get this Haunting, guys. I can kill Riven easily. It is disappointing though. I would have loved to keep that refillable with 2 Dark Seals, but hey, what are you going to do? I prefer the damage more. And, the spot I'm running back to lane, I'm thinking, where the fuck is this Riven? Yeah, she should be back to lane by now. I delayed quite a bit by getting that Aftershock proc off on the tower, and for some reason, this Riven is not back in lane yet. Rightio, well, I guess I'm just gonna keep pushing. Gonna ask the enemy team where Riven is. At this point in my head, I'm thinking, please be AFK, come on. Come on, let's make this video again. Once more for old time's sake. 3 years ago, or 2.5 years ago. Come on. Give this to me. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep pushing. You know, this is a ranked game. I'm gonna try hard. If someone's gonna AFK, I'm gonna punish it. So, push in more. Still no Riven. Demolish is not up yet. Almost said Aftershock. Demolish is not up yet, so just push the creeps out. Is Riven AFK? Yes. Oh, yes. What a classic. AFK Riven. Feels good, man. Well, there we go. I wouldn't say she AFK'd explicitly due to Aftershock. If you want to see somebody raging because of that, look up the the Gangplank video. That was a couple videos back where I analysed a Gangplank who was salty that he lost lane to me and blamed it on Aftershock, despite the fact that he lost the lane because he played poorly. In this one, I guess that Riven didn't give a reason for AFKing, but probably the fact that I killed her multiple times in lane with the tankiness from Aftershock definitely contributed to that. So, yeah, she's gonna AFK. I'm just gonna ride this free win. Haven't been doing very well in ranked recently, having some very poor games. You know, a combination of games where I play bad and like, it's just here's the cycle I seem to have on Singe. Like, you know, I play one game and I'll do really, really well. My team just feeds and it's like, okay, whatever, you know, team fed. Unfortunate. I just got to do the same thing next game and we're good. And then the next game, my team does very well, but I feed and I lose us the game. And then I go on tilt. So, this was a very de-tilting game and it felt good. Yes, Riven AFKs fuel my life. I haven't had enough of them. This is, you know, the second one in several years. So it feels good to have one again. Where was that statistic I read? There was like this graph that showed that Riven players AFK'd way more than other players. I forgot. Forgot where I saw that. It was on Reddit at some point, but whatever. I'm just gonna keep pushing these towers down. Okay, I guess not. I'm gonna play it a little bit safe here. Shyvana can maybe still kill me. Java wants to go for it, but I just ping that my ult's on cooldown, and then I've got 2k gold, and I just want to go back and buy. Played a bit safe. Yeah, it is a 4v5, but, I mean, let's not potentially throw it away here. And, of course, I'm just going to load up on the ability power, because I don't need tankiness right now. Aftershock and my ult is more than enough to be tanky to win a 5v5. Sorry, 4v5. And at this point, it's just going to be sort of a grindy... We're just going to grind out the victory here, basically. So I'll explain what the Riven did wrong. The first thing she did was not respecting my level 2. Obviously, I was level 1 at the time that she engaged, but she had to know, like, come on. You don't get to even high gold without knowing that once you hit the 7th creep, you get level 2. So she didn't respect that. She went in too aggressive, and I was able to fling her into tower. She also did not respect the fact that I was freezing lane. She kept playing too aggressive, and I was able to fling her into tower repeatedly. And yeah, I guess just poor wards, because Warwick came in and ganked several times and got a kill. But then again, both times that happened, she was low after fighting me, so she was probably distracted and just didn't notice him. I'll admit I didn't notice him, I think, the first time he was coming up, so yeah. I can forgive that, I guess. Here I take the tower for my team a little bit, in case they want to get out, but everything's good. And of course I'm going to go for the objectives, because old try-hard little me. Yeah, it's a ranked game, you gotta win, you know. I mean, I trolled a normal game right before this one, I think. And so whatever, you know, let's atone and play serious in this ranked game. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much going to be the match. Yeah, Demolish, obviously, well, she AFK'd, but you can see the effect that it has, like, it's just good. Like I said, I still don't know whether it's better than a Tenacity Mastery. Tenacity Mastery is probably still better, but of it, like, in games where their CC is not a problem, just always take Demolish. But, like, even when they have some CC, but not a huge amount, I still like Demolish. Like, maybe if it's a matchup where you can rush Merc Treads, you know, you're up against, like, a Maokai or something, then Demolish is fine, because you're going to have Tenacity anyways, but I don't know. I just really love Demolish. I'm going to be running it from now on, unless, of course, the enemy team does have massive amounts of CC. Or, you know, if I get, you know, if at some point I just notice that CC is becoming too oppressive, I'll switch back to unflinching. But yeah, there we go. Let's take a look at the post-game here. I actually don't do, you know, much damage or anything, because the game sort of ended very quickly, and Warwick carried pretty hard. But hey, I demoralized the top lane and made her AFK. Still did quite well. So let's take a look at the stats here. I'm going to report the Riven for leaving the game, because it's a ranked game. You can't just AFK in a ranked game, man. Come on. Unfortunately, no salt in the chat for me to lick up. That's unfortunate. So let's take a look here. Yeah, didn't really do that much, but I did a lot of damage to towers. Here I'm looking for my damage to towers, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm going to take a look at the runes here. As you can see, 2,054 damage with Demolish. Oh yes, and yeah, only 263 damage with Aftershock. But here's the thing, guys. By buying Aftershock, you can basically afford to build more AP early on. You're tankier. So think about that when you consider running Area instead. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Take care. Consider supporting me on Patreon if you like my work. Follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Jimso. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all next time.